going on, guys? It's Explicit. I wanted to show a difference between my Dust Devils build real quick and my Bash build. So I was running double swing Dust Devils all the way up to 100. Very fun, very fast at clearing. But then I hit a wall. In about pit tier 80 and the tormented bosses, I wasn't able to actually do enough damage, and the main reason is because the Dust Devils weren't hitting the boss constantly. They were either going behind him, going to the left or right of him, and the bosses like to stay in the middle. So unless you get him pinned against a wall, like Duriel is pretty easy, but like Varshan likes to stay in the middle. Grigori is hit or miss. Beast and Ice always stays in the middle. I was having a lot of problems with the Dust Devil build. So I switched into Bash, and it's night and day difference. It was, I finally cleared all the tormented bosses. I'm carrying, one or two extra people, but I just wanted to kind of go over real quick. Check the description. I do have my exact current build. This current build with the Harley Quinn and Melted Heart. I have this exact build. This isn't what I want, but this is what I have. Like, I would rather have max life instead of thorns on my pants. I don't need this much armor. So instead of putting what I wanted in the planner, I put exactly what I have right now. I think the only thing I messed up on it is I accidentally had this at 200 on my planner, but it's actually at 180. So I tried to get everything else as, close as I could to it. But I wanted to kind of show you guys real quick. Again, check the link if you want to go through all the skill tree and whatnot. But the way I have it set up, I can do a lot of variance because I can take the points away from this damage with two-handed bludgeoning weapons. I can take all these points away. Actually, I can show you real quick. And if you're needing more attack speed, you can come here and grab some more attack speed. And then you can put the 3 points into, more resistances. But like I said, I wanted to show you guys what I'm exactly using. Let's go this way. And I have it set to where I can easily swap into a Dust Devil build from my Bash build. So my Paragon board isn't min-max perfectly, but I can easily switch into a Bash build, or a double swing build, because I would take this off right here and just throw on Twister, and I'm still getting the secondary right there. And then I would take off Might, and I would put on Ambidextrous. And then the last thing I would do, there's a couple more things. So for this, I would take all these away because I need to come down here and grab this Fury on Kill. Fury on Kill is huge for Dust Devils. And then I grab that. So those are the only changes that I make from Dust Devils to Bash. Eventually I will have to, I already see it coming. I cleared a pit 105 with Bash, and I'm not using Leap Quake. So I'm still using the Yen's Blessing for both builds, but I know that in the higher pits I'm going to have to drop this and put on, the Leap Quake. I'll probably get rid of Elements to put on where Ground Stomp causes the Earthquake to get the 25% multiplicative damage. And then whenever I spec into Leap Quake, I'll have to take off Imbiber, and because I think it's willpower. No, Rumble is strength. So I would just have to boom, boom, and then I could take away these willpowers. But I'm still getting the bonus there. But I wanted to show you guys without using the Leap Quake what happens. Let's see. I guess we'll go ahead and just start with the Dust Devils. So I just put on all these. I'm not going to worry about, okay, I guess I will have to change one thing real quick. So double swing, you know, fierce winds, devilish. So I would take off rapid circle here and put bold chieftain's loop. I don't think I'm going to do all that for this build. I mean, I might. I have some money. Money is hard to come by right now. But I would. Yeah, I'd have to put elements on here. I'll just do that real quick for the build. Or for the video. Let's put it on this one. Chieftain's loop. Now that should be better. And I'm not gonna change out, you know, my like this has steel grasp, and with Dust Devils I'm not using steel grasp at all. So in the Paragon board there's a couple changes, or excuse me, the skill tree. So we won't need all these ranks to bash. So just to get some points into here. All this is going to be... Alright, now I can take all these away. Sorry if this is a little confusing. I'm just trying to do this in one take. So for Dust Devils, I'm putting on Tactical Rallying Cry. And then I am putting on Power War Cry. We don't need those points anymore. It goes back up here. And for Dust Devils, we're using one-handed weapons, so we don't need the two-handed weapons. And I'm trying to remember where I put these last 3 points. Oh yeah, we put Fury here. I think that's about it. These other 2 points on Dust Devils I just put into either attack speed or movement speed, but because of my Melted Heart I got fortunate to get the greater affix and the first 25% bonus for masterworking to movement speed. So, and what I'm about to show you guys, again, see, this is for a bash build, so I don't know if I have my old pants. I think I got rid of them. Okay, no, I was using these. But I'm not going to swap it all out right now. I'm just going to leave it how it is. The Tough as Nails is great to get as a temper. And the reason being is for the bleeding damage without having to put points in there. So in my bash build, you'll see that I have 0 points in Outburst, but I still have 3 points in Tough as Nails. That's just because of a temperament on gear. And that creates the bleeding, that I get the bleeding damage reduction. But I wanted to show you guys, you know, how it fares in Helltide. I might do a quick tier 100, and then I'll switch back to Bash. I don't want to spend too much time on the Dust Devils, because this video was really to explain why Dust Devils is amazing for leveling. It's good for normal content. It's good for tier 100 dungeons. But pushing the pit... Double swing goes here. See where it constantly, our Fury won't go down. Like it does against bosses to go down in the field. But as soon as we kill a group of enemies, we're getting all of our Fury back, and I'm barely having to use my shacks. I wanted to go crazy, that stuff's everywhere. One thing that I love running about Yen's Blessing, I don't know if you just saw in the background, that guy hit me. It procced my Thorns. My Thorns counts as a skill. The skill casted the shout. The shout created Dust Devils. That's it. that was thorns creating my shout, and my shout creating dust devils. Another cool thing is you can get on your horse sometimes. Let's see if I can get it to pop. Yeah, so I just got on my horse. It counts as a skill for some reason, and it was able to cast a shout, which creates dust devils. Even when you're hitting healing wells, when you're reviving a teammate or a person in the open world, interacting with anything in the environment, sometimes I'll use my, so it has to be on a glitter, but sometimes I will use teleport and I'll get free dust devils. It's just all after that 8 seconds is up. I mean, this build is really, really fun. Very fast. As you saw, I took off my movement speed. And it's great against bosses when the boss is against the wall. Because the dust devils, the double swings, when they go straight forward, they hit the wall, they bounce back, and then they hit the boss. Right? Excuse me, there's a console bug right now where I have to do this every time I log in. Wizard needs to fix that. So the build is really fun, but then you hit a wall trying to turn it off. I was struggling to kill even Varshan, expecting the double swing, dash, and I killed Varshan first try with 2 glyphs that didn't even matter. So when I killed Varshan with my dash build, I still had ambidextrous, which does nothing for dash, because we're using a 2-handed weapon. And I had Twister still socket. Again, doing nothing for me when I switched to bash, and I was still able to kill Tormented Varshan. And then I went in and actually started getting my other glyphs up. And then as soon as I got my other glyphs up, like Might to replace ambidextrous, and then I put on Dominate instead of Twister. And once I did that, I was able to kill Tormented Doriel, Tormented, Beast and Ice, Tormented everybody. And then I was able to push into the hundreds in the pit. But with Dust Devils, because it's more of a speed farming, and maybe it's because I don't have Ring of Starless Skies, that could be the case. I hit a wall, and this build just did not perform in the higher pits. And if you guys are trying to push the higher pit tiers to get, more Stygian stones, get all your neat items, so you can start masterworking your gear. I am low on neat items to get my Harlequin and my Melted Heart up. Hell, to get everything. If I got everything to 8, this sword I don't really worry about because I stopped using double swing. But now I wanted to show you, I'll do a quick pit tier 100 with this Dust Devil build. And then I'll switch back to my bash, and you'll see the night and day difference against the bosses. The bosses get melted so much faster with bash. And it's mainly because the positioning of the boss. If the boss is in the middle of the room, which most of them are, your Dust Devils start going everywhere except at the boss. I think I need to do one thing. I just noticed that I don't have Imbiber on right here. Yeah, so this is being useless right now. And I don't recommend using Imbiber unless you have Melted Heart. It just stacks well with it, but... So again, clearing the tier 100s, you see it's a breeze. Dust Devils is a lot of fun, especially in group play. When you're out in Helltides and you're just able to kill things from screens away. It's really cool. But then you get to the bosses, tormented bosses. I'm not talking about regular Duriel, Uber Duriel. I mean the tormented versions. That's where Dust Devils, to me, maybe somebody has a Ring of Starless Skies build out there that I haven't seen because I don't have that ring, so I don't care about it. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm using because I don't see a lot of people that have that build using it in either case. But then after I do this run, I'll show you how easy it is to switch from my current build straight back to bash. Because of the it's just a few changes here and there, and boom, we're ready to go again, depending on the content you want to do. I got up to 85 in the pit with this Dust Devil. And the bosses were taking about 3 minutes to kill, and for me that's just too long to sit there and fight the boss when all I'm trying to do is push higher. And I realized then, I was like, oh, this build's going to suffer in the hundreds. And I couldn't even get to 100. Bash got me there. Cleared 105 last night. And then I decided, hey, I'll wake up today and make a little video, impromptu video. Where am I supposed to go? That way. Okay. Showing my experience switching from Dust Devils to Bash. See, even right there, because of Yen's blessing, I evaded. Evade counts as a skill for some reason as well. It creates a shout. The shout creates Dust. The main thing that got me was the thorns creating the shout, which creates Dust Devils. Because that's in your menu. And you're just standing there, and all of a sudden somebody hits you, and then boom, free Dust Devils. I'm just going to make this video short. Just sit there and just spam double shit. I haven't done this dungeon in a while. I don't even know where to go. No elixirs on since I actually started running low. We were doing boss ladders, tormented boss ladders for a while. And I started running out of herbs, the bundled herbs. I gotta start hitting health later. I do recommend Dust Devils for leveling. And if you're not caring about pushing your character, it's great. You know, it does great. But then you fight a tormented version. I'm not going to waste my Stygian stones. I think I only have one right now. But yeah, see, even right there, I just used my teleport. My teleport casted a shout. Shout cast Dust Devils. So Yen's blessing is awesome. I know some people use it, some people don't. But now I wanted to show you. So I'm just throwing on, you know, all of my, so I don't need the chance for Dust Devils to cast twice, Dust Devil size, but I need Bash Cleaves, you know, Bash Cleaves. I think everything I have, yeah, Bash Cleaves is on everything. And then I change out the Pain Gorgers, obviously because we're using a basic attack. And because we're using a basic attack, I'll put Rapid back on my ring. I think that should be good. Yep. Okay, so switching from Dust Devils to Bash, you don't need the Fury on kill, so you take all those points away. We don't need the critical strike damage with one-handed weapons because we're going to use it with a two-handed weapon, so we just take those 3 points away. And then we switch out some glyphs. So I take out Dust Devils, and I put Dominate. No, not Dominate. Crusher. Yeah, Crusher. And then I take out Ambidextrous. Again, we're not using a one-handed weapon. And I put in Might. And the reason I do that, I'm still getting my 125% bonus to damage reduction from close enemies. Whether I put Might here or I put Ambidextrous, I don't have to change anything on this side. And then with the 11 points, currently I'm doing this just for some extra damage with the two-handed bludgeoning weapon, the mace. And like I showed at the start, another thing you can do if you need more attack speed, you can grab Carnage. So while you're berserking, your crits give you extra attack speed if you're needing more attack speed. Normally I run an elixir that gives me the attack speed, so as long as I have that elixir up, I'm pretty much at 100%, because currently my attack speed is at 45, but then you add in the 30% here, and then the 15% From the other, it's like at 95%. So, and then this is also a passive 20% with Moonrise. So you're at the 100% attack speed. So it's no big deal. I used to run Rapid on my two-hander, but then I switched it to Edge Masters just for the extra damage because my attack speed was fine. So I was able to switch Rapid and Edge Masters. And I think that's all I do in the Paragon board when switching from Dust Devils to Bash. You saw it's just a couple things you switch around, everything else stays the same. It's all in the planner. There are some things you got to change in your skill tree because we're no longer using one-handed weapons. We're also no longer using double swing. So you only want this one because we don't really care about getting the Fury, and we're not using a core or weapon mastery that we care about overpowering. We are using a weapon mastery, but who cares if Steel Grasp overpowers, you know? I know I don't. And then this is huge because we do have to take off Warcry for Mighty Warcry, and we take off Tactical Rallying Cry for Strategic because we need the Fortify. You can get Fortified straight from your Bash when hitting a stunned enemy. The issue is hitting a boss. The boss is only stunned when his stagger bar's up, so you don't get a lot of Fortify from Bash against bosses. And that's the main reason I switched to this build, was for killing bosses. So I'm going to get Warcry and Rallying Cry to give me my Fortify. There is one point that I'm missing because I need to have 3 into heavy-handed. So let me just do a quick look back. Oh yeah, I don't use tactical anymore. And this is what I was saying at the beginning of the video. I'm still getting my bleed procs from Tough as Nails because it's on my gear, tempered. So that way I don't have to waste a point in the outburst and waste a point going into Tough as Nails. I can just get it passively from the gear. And that looks like that right there, the 3 to Tough as Nails. I'm still min-maxing my gear. I'm looking for better stuff, but I still run Yen's Blessing because it gives me the free shout, which is, you know, it's either going to give me damage reduction, it's going to give me Unstoppable and Fortify, or it's going to give me a damage increase plus Fortify. So I still like Yen's Blessing for the free shouts. So I don't change that. Let's run. Yeah, sure. I really wish I had some Stygian stones to show you guys the tormented versions, which I can put up videos later, and I'll try to link everything together. The reason I haven't made a build guide, I know a couple people were asking me in the comments, hey, you know, where's the build guide? I'm still testing. I don't want to put out some subpar product and say, you know, oh, this is the best build, and then people are like, no, there's better versions. So I'm still testing for myself. I need to put Steel Grasp back on. That's really the only skill we switch. Steel Grasp for double swing. So like I said, very easy to swap between the builds once you're used to it. It look, you know, different. But if you see my damage numbers, 20 million. I was not hitting anywhere near 20, 30, 40 million. There's 30 million. You know. And that's without me even pulling them in to do extra damage, because they're vulnerable now. So Dust Devils is great for AoE clearing, but when it comes to damage output, and that's why I switched to this build, is for the damage output on the bosses. Sometimes I'll get 10 million hits that aren't even crits, just a normal attack. You can see this build is a little slower, but I mean, I could full clear if I want, but I don't have to. You just run around and smack things. Nothing in the open world can survive. The Blood Maiden with the Profound Mind Cage on, I can normally get her within her second phase. For some reason, she still jumps up in the air and, you know, leaves after the first phase. But world bosses get melted, I'm hitting them for 30, 40 million per hit. And if you look, we're swinging pretty fast. And then when Moonrise kicks in, even faster. You can just hold your dash and move around. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. And I know people are going to say, yeah, but this is only a tier 100 dungeon. Let's see you in the pit. I can show you the pit. I might not do a 108 right now, which is what I think I just unlocked. Because I need to masterwork some things a little bit higher. 105 was a challenge. The bosses were super tanky in there. They're basically the same as the tormented versions of everyone. Ranks to concussion, if I can get it. I think the majority of my gear is, I only have one temper left on there. I don't want to waste it. No tempers. One, so I'm pretty much capped out on my tempers, and I got stuck with shitty stats. I think I have damage to crowd control on one of my rings. I definitely would rather have damage to close to keep stacking that with the territorial gear. Would make it a whole much better. Let me get channeling shrine because it's fun. I did see a 109 million overpowered crit yesterday when me and a couple of my brothers were playing Barbarian. Yeah, see, I mean, they just get melted. I'm getting wrath up because I'm thinking about incorporating that. My crit damage right now is at 1,000. I'm really curious into trying a bash build with overpower as well. Dropping my crit a little bit, getting some more overpower. If I get grandfather, I'm definitely going to switch to a crit overpower. But I had to craft this Harlequin, and this drop from Duriel. I got another drop from Tormented Zir that I was able to salvage, and that got me my Harlequin crest. But let's go to the pit, and that way you can see a boss, because I don't have Stygian stones to actually go fight a Tormented right now. I just feel that Bash is better in the higher content. So if you're still level 80, don't use this build. I mean, it's fun. You'll still do a lot of damage, but I think Dust Devils is more fun at that level, because Dust Devils is still crazy overpowered in the leveling process. The first time I fought Duriel was when I was level 70, and it was, it was a quick fight. Put those back in there. I'll go through this later. Whatever.
Fare thee well. Fine indeed.
Alright, so now we'll jump into the pit again. I'm not gonna do like a crazy high tier. So okay, so 105. So that means the last one I finished was 102. Or something like that. Because I don't want to waste all my elixirs and incense, I'm just gonna do like a 90. I've been popping incense and elixirs like candy. And now my bundled herbs, I can only make like 4 choruses of war right now. So I'm kind of picking and choosing when I use them. Okay, so in the pit, it's going to look a little slower, obviously. They have millions and millions of them. I just hit that guy for 43 million and it only took off like half. So the main thing, you just pull people in and then you bash. You watch your fortify. If you ever notice, oh shit, my fortify is running out, you pop one of your shouts. 2 of them that I'm using give me fortified, and then or you just bash a stunned enemy and you're getting fortified. You can see my bash counter at the bottom going up. And if you throw on Chorus of War, I will use this. I do like running the attack speed. You can literally just swing, but you want to pull people in, because Pain Gorgers is going to echo that damage to everybody that got hit, and kind of do that explosion. You just I shoot some pool on Wednesdays normally, so I am going to have to go do that. But I plan on streaming later tonight. Once I get done shooting pool, I'll come back and stream me trying some higher hits, speed farming hits. I kind of switch to my Dust Devil build, and I can drop it to like the 70s and speed farm these pits now with Dust Devils. So that way I can get some more Neath Iron, get some Ingolith, and finish upgrading my gear. I think my Harlequin Crest, even though it's at 10, it's like 150 Neath Iron just to get it to 11. See, I mean, Bash just does way crazy more damage than Dust Devils. If I get Ring of Starless Skies, I will go back to a Dust Devil build and try to push higher. But without it, I was struggling. It could be because I'm using Melted Heart, but Melted Heart is just a lot of survivability. Because with this build, we're generating Fury. Constantly generating Fury, right? But we're not using Fury. So that's why Melted Heart, for me, in this Bash build, gives me a whole hell of a lot of... Like, it's not damage reduction, but in a sense it is. Because they're taking away my Fury before my health. So for me, that's like a passive damage reduction. That's another reason that I wanted to showcase this, and in the link, it is my current setup. There's definitely things that I want better, but I just wanted to link that planner to this video, so that way you guys can see that like, this is exactly what I'm running with this. So if you guys are struggling in the lower pits or mid pits, I guess you call it, because higher would be 200. I don't think anybody's even gotten past 140 yet, or 130. Necro's probably Dust Devils, he wouldn't be stunned, and he would still be, you know, above 20, he would only have like 25% of his health gone. Because you see how he's just staying in the middle with Dust Devils? You have to kite him to this wall, or any wall, and then you have to get on the other side and hope your Dust Devils stay behind. Whereas Bash, it doesn't matter where the hell he's standing. You just dodge some of his attacks and swing away. And with Intercom, the longer I'm standing still, you know, it gets up to a 30% bonus. I don't know if you saw his stagger bar just shoot up. That was from my challenging shout. And because Yen's Blessing can cast it for free, sometimes you can stun this dude like 3 or 4 times in the fight. I'm not even gonna waste my ultimate. That was an easy 90. I mean, there was like no fear of me dying. There was like a couple times where I saw the poison damage and then I dash away, keep swinging because you heal yourself when you swing because of Hectic. Excuse me, Undying. Yeah, Undying. And then Hectic is just what is giving me a reduction in all of my shouts, my Steel Grasp, as well as Wrath of the Berserker. Ooh, triple. If it wasn't for the fire res, I would keep this, but I can probably sell that on Diablo trade to somebody that doesn't have their resistances capped. Or I just keep it and re-roll it for attack speed. That's actually a pretty damn good ring. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad that happened on stream. Yeah, think about that one. And I'm at the point now, if you guys are wondering, if it doesn't have 2 greater affixes, I don't even look at it anymore. Unless I'm thinking about selling it on Diablo.trade. I literally just, I know that my character won't need it, so. Throw that in there though. And sell everything else, because gold is a bitch this season.
Stars, guys. There's power in the stone.
Go.
Come have a look.
And that was only with the attack speed lucky hit elixir. You know, obviously when you're running higher tiers, you're going to be running Courses of War. I like running Soothing Spices to get the extra resistance. Gets it up to 71. And then I'll run like Ancient Times for the strength. But Holy Bolts is good. I ran out of them on this character. I have like 20 on my Necro, who's also 100. But yeah, so pretty much that's the overview of why I switched from Dust Devils to Bash. Is there a world boss? There is not. I guess I can show you the Blood Maiden with the Profound Mind Cage active at the same time. It's pretty much, she might get hit, or like I said, she might fly away once, but when she drops back down, she's gonna die. Profound Mind Cage. So definitely check out the planner. If I went too fast during the swap, my apologies. Blood Maiden. So even in like Dust Devils looks cooler, it's fast. This is still just as fast. You can just hold. I'm not even using my shouts. I'm just gonna hold X for me. You guys is probably left click, right click. Everything's not going on right. It's almost like a brain dead build. You still have to be kind of balanced because I'm not invested in the thorns yet. I had a buddy that did give me an awesome razor plate that whenever I switch to my Leap Quake variant of Bash, I will incorporate razor plate and drop my wings guessing because I'm going to need that extra aspect slot. So I've been thinking about that. Dropping the variant. What can I do with this? I have some ideas. Stay tuned for that. Now, I think before I have to switch to Leap Quake builds, this is the build for me to keep pushing in the pit. We're able to carry people through tormented bosses now. If anybody needs help with tormented bosses, if you have the mats, I'll go kill them for you for free. As long as you cover the mats, because I run out of Stygian stones. I hope nobody else comes here, so it's just me. You guys can actually see the Blood Maiden kill. It's not one-shotting like Necros with their Golem and their Holy Bolts, which is awesome. I do have a level 100 Necro, just haven't really fully gone beautiful yet. Funny thing about my Necro, when I put on my Melted Heart on the Necro, I'm at 200% movement speed, which is the cap. So I'm running around the fastest Necro you've ever seen, faster than Rogues. But yeah, this is, I know this content isn't considered Endgame, but for some people it is. They want to come in here and pop the clip on the stage and do what I just did to her. They want to just, and that's with the Profound Mind Cage on, so she was level 113, 110. Just absolutely demolished. We'll do it again. Good comment. And these are potions. I'll go out in the circle. We don't have to. We can just stand here. My thorns aren't up, but they'll still kill themselves. You know, and they won't kill me. Because they have to drain my fury before they can really. So it's kind of AFK, it's just not the damage that some of the other Thorns Barbs are doing because I'm not spec'd into that. But it's still in the build because it has its uses. So again, the more people you have, the more health the Blood Maiden has. Why is he stuttering? What is this guy showing? My dash never stutters. For some reason, he showed up again. Like I said, normally she will get away once, and then she dies on the second time because when there's more people here, it's like her health gets a little bit higher. This season, Blizzard, why do you even drop us rares after World Tier? I'll say World Tier 2. There is 0 point of dropping these rares, even if you sell them, they're not worth as much as legendaries. Thank you. Gotcha. After this, I will do a quick Duriel and Dario fight. Stygian stones they've already been killed. As you can see the title, Dario's evil. You get Dario's sin title from Tormented and Dario. And you get Slayer of Evil through Tormented Duriel, so I just kind of combine them. Another one of my buddies did Slayer of Sin. I did Dario's Evil. Shout out to Che Mahato. He's the guy that I've been running around with. At one point, we're number 3 in the world for the Gauntlet. There's a build that's not meant for Gauntlet, if that makes sense. Like, oh damn, is that a one phase? Yeah, we reached level 3 in the world on duos. Just checked today, level 6. That's Che Mahato and me, Blizzard. Yesterday we were here, but this has to be a sort. The sorts dominate. They dominate the leaderboards, always. Rogues didn't even hit 1 million last season, so anybody saying a rogue, I keep telling people, for me, rogue is the worst class. Everybody says it's druid. Hey, druids beat 1 million. Rogues didn't. You know what I mean? Sorcerers dominate in the gauntlet. Absolutely fucking crush it every week. Barbs did pretty good. But again, there's a reason that rogues are always the lowest in the gauntlets. Because in my opinion, you're just trash. Anybody that wants to debate me on that, that's fine. I have over 2,000 hours in this game. I have put at least 150 hours into rogues of that 2,000 hours. I don't know. It's very, very specific what you have to do to make it compete with the other classes, which Blizzard will definitely end up buffing that. So this is what I miss about when I have Dust Devils and I teleport. With the End's Blessing, it'll automatically cast my shout to cast Dust Devils, and then it's kind of like you can definitely get away because your Dust Devils kill everything that comes towards you. But you're not hitting for 50 to 100 million with Dust Devils. At least I wasn't. Some people might be. Okay, yeah, I only have 1 Stygian stone. Oh, well, it looks like I can't do Duriel. I'll just do 1 regular Andariel, because even in the pit 90s and 100 tiers, I wasn't getting these to drop. the last 4 world bosses didn't drop one. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but I cannot get these Stygian stones for the life of me. So we'll just go fight this pushover. Now, if you guys are already in the true endgame, you know, I would say what I'm in is the true endgame. Getting to 100, that's not endgame anymore. Pushing to pit tier 60, 70, that's not true endgame, in my opinion. It's 80s and up is when my Dust Devil build, like I said, was, oh shit, I have to do something. This isn't working anymore. You know. But this would be for people that are in the mid-game, I call it, that are just trying to farm regular Durio, regular Andario, get their gear up. I can actually kill her with this. I should have brought more of everything I could have done. I showed you guys Dust Devils. Dust Devils kills the regular versions just as fast as Bash. She just has this thing where she goes immune for a second. Or not immune, but you're gonna see it. Right there, she's dead. She is dead right there. But she has to go through this motion, spawning the little statues. And she comes back. You saw her health just stops moving because she's in the animation of spawning her things at that point. It's like her failsafe for dying. That's the new loot filter for the season, I guess, Blizzard. Does it have greater affixes? No. Does it have 1? Still doesn't matter. Or does it have 2? Does it have 3? No, just get rid of it.
I can cure what ails you.
I do need some Ingolith. So again, I'm still min-maxing this guy, trying to find. And I may just put Yen's Blessing and start investing into it. I really didn't want to because I anticipated changing these boots out eventually. But everything else is at 8, Melted Heart's at 9, Harlequin's at 10. But yeah, 150 to get to 11. I'll probably do that when I get done shooting pool tonight. I'm just gonna grind the pit solo and just fly through it, get as much Neath Iron as I can. Go ahead and max that out. Yeah, it'd be nice to get the DR from close enemies as my next greater or increase from the temper. Excuse me, masterworking. But real quick before I head out, I wanted to show you guys this. Let's put that up. And I apologize for this impromptu video. I need to sit down and actually figure out what build I want to commit to before I post another in-depth guide on whatever build that I'm wanting to use. But so it's not like a full 200%. I may have exaggerated. But hold on, this is without it. You know, it's still a pretty quick necro. But yeah, when you're in the open world, nobody's keeping up with you. Maybe Sorks, because they dash and get the 200%. You saw that? But see, I was behind that rogue, caught up and passed that rogue. I think I'm at like maybe 187. 180. Oh, that's golem bonus. Where is it? Yeah, 187.7 movement speed. I was at the cap with this necro One of my aspects, I actually had where Blood Mist gives you an extra 20%. And with that extra 20% bonus when I was in Blood Mist, I was overcapped on movement speed, so I was constantly moving around at 200%. It's pretty fast fucking Necro, though. And I know it's a build that a lot of people are running, but I've always wanted a minion build that worked. Season 1 was the closest I ever got with Heart of the Barber. That was one of the best hearts back then. Yeah, so I've definitely been having fun with the Necro. It's just, it's not touching the barb for me as far as fun to play. I know people's golems are hitting for 40 billion, you know, I get it, because of an unintentional bug, but even before the bug, they're hitting, their golems are hitting for, you know, 10 billion, because they have their golem damage up to like 4,000% or something ridiculously crazy. Mine's at only 2,200%. I also kind of stopped working on this character, you know, nothing's really worth keeping. I mean, obviously I have that, but and I do like these boots, but I'll get back on Necro after I hit a wall with the barb. But since I'm still pushing tiers with the barb is the reason that I'm sticking with him for now. I created a sorcerer as well. That was my goal this season, to make at least all 3, possibly a druid. And yeah, I've deleted more 100s than people have probably ever even gotten. So I'm not saying I know everything about this game, but I know a fuck ton. I've deleted 21 level 100s since preseason, just to make room for new characters. So like, from Papa Bear down to Inferno, that was all just last season. Not including the level 100 hardcore barb that I got, unfortunately, killed with 80.5 hours of playtime. And then these 2 were just the best ones I had from season 2. But I had to delete everything else, so. Yeah, there's the sadness right there. 80 hours, 30 minutes. Doesn't show the gear anymore because it's all legacy gear with the switch, but it was a Hoda build, Hoda charge. So sad. Oh, yeah, and just so you guys can see, there's Echo, Tormented, Beast and Ice, Andariel, Tier 100 in the Pit, Duriel, Lord Zir, Grigori, Varshan. So we've already cleared the boss ladder. Lilith is something else. You know, I don't even know if it's worth trying. I got her down to right around 20%, maybe even 15% of her life left, and I keep getting hit by those damn white spirit things that she shoots out of the blood boils. And it's no bueno. But we'll end the video on this fight. Definitely, I anticipate dying, so it'll be a good end. I still can't out DPS her or dodge those fucking blood boils properly. I would like to go ahead and get up. Oh yeah. So this one we will just pop these. things to hit. And I can get my Fury up. Me and my buddy fought this witch so much. I don't know which one she hit me with, but I already got a stack of it. Shit. Normally I can get to her second phase with 0 stacks. So, anything... Oh, yeah, 23. So I was going to say anything above 2, she's going to kill me in that second phase. So this is definitely going to be one of those times where I die to the blood boils and shoot the white shit. Finally learned how to dodge that attack there. I was having the hardest time doing that. See. Right when I said I learned it. This way, go around. So 4 stacks, that's not good. 2 is the max I want to be at this point. I've done it where I'm at no stacks at this point and still die. So, regardless of the outcome, fuck this bitch. Fuck this fight. Fuck her. I miss my broken Season 2 builds that one-shotter. I don't mind her health increase. What I mind is the stacks. See, I ran right into that white shit. That's what gets me every time in this fight now. It's not really her, it's that. I'll give it one more shot. I did pretty bad at the beginning on dodging her waves. Oh, that. Okay. Oh, somehow I got a stack. 2 stacks. What the fuck? Yeah. I ran into the blood bowl. The blood bowl slowed me down, and I don't know how I got hit by that. But apparently, it's wider than it was. One stack better, and if you guys are wondering what I mean by the stacks, it's that encroaching death. Right now I got 3 stacks. I try to get here with none to 2. And even then, she can still one-shot with the blood boils. Stagger her. Why did I? All I had to do was go down, not right. Dash in. She would have landed. I would have staggered her again. And then it's just dodging the fucking light shit, man. I know I said I was gonna go, but I missed my Hoda Barb in season 2 and 3 right with one shotter. And then dodging. She didn't have this much health in these. What hit me? Did I go outside of the ring? I'm only at 2 stacks. I'm done fighting her today. Did better last night. Oh well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of the video, at least for the difference between Dust Devils and Bash. I'll be live streaming later tonight, more than likely just doing pit runs to level up. And yeah, we'll see how that ends up going. One thing I do want to say, if anybody from Blizzard is watching, give us... Oh no, it doesn't want to do it. When it zooms out in this area, give us that view to fight. I guess it's not going to do it because I've already started the fight. Yeah. Anyway, catch you guys on the next one.
Hello, friend. Goodbye.
Yep. Appreciate you tuning in.